So we've got our blog page all in place now. So now let's make it look a little bit more like the finished project by adding the CSS. So we need to add a divider image below the blog title for each post. And we'll also be adding the outline for each of the individual posts and the sidebar. And we'll also be adding some margins and paddings to make it look a little bit better. So let's get started with the blog post title. We need to make that look a little bit better and also add the image just below. So the way we do that, if we look at each individual post, the level 2 heading has a class of blog post title. So let's head over to our CSS section. So let's start with our blog section just below the keep in touch section. So copy the comment and paste that in. And we'll call this the blog section. So we'll start with the blog post title. So to get the background image just below the level 2 heading, we can add the background URL, and then in brackets we're going to put the path to our divider purple that we've used in the index page. So we use ... and then in the images folder we should have the divider purple .png, and then to set the position, let's add center and remove the sidebar, and then set the image to be no repeat. So let's take a look at that. So we've got an image now, but it's spreading the full width of the level 2 heading, so we need to change the positioning. So first of all, we'll set the height to be 80 pixels, and this is the height of the full div. So next we can set the size of the image, and we can do this in background size. So we'll set the background size to be 300 pixels wide and 40 pixels high. And let's take a look. So it's looking a little bit better, but it's still overlapping the text. So let's move the background position. So first of all, we'll set the X position to be center, and then the Y, we'll set that to 35 pixels, and that should push the image down a little bit. There we go, so now the image is clear of the level 2 heading. So next I'm just going to add a little bit of margin on the bottom of the div, just to push the text away. So we'll set the margin bottom of 30 pixels. And then next, let's add the outline to the post. So if you look at the finished website, each individual blog post has got the 1 pixel outline with the rounded corners. So let's do that now. So if we take a look back in the blog.html, you can see that each individual blog post has a class of blog post. So let's copy that and paste that in. So first of all, we'll add the border, and that's going to be 1 pixel, solid line, and the color is going to be 494646. And then to get the rounded corners, let's add the border radius of 10 pixels. And then next we'll add some margin. So to make sure that the blog posts have some spacing on the top and bottom, we can add a margin of 30 pixels on the top and bottom and 0 on the left and right. And then a little bit of padding just inside the div of 20 pixels. Let's see how that's looking. So that's looking a lot better now. So next we'll move on to the sidebar, and we'll make the sidebar modules look a little bit more like the blog posts. So first of all, let's copy the comment. And this could be the blog sidebar. So to style the sidebar, we can use the class of sidebar module. And because we're going to be using the same style of border that we just used in the blog post, we can just copy that CSS and paste that in there. And let's take a look. There we go. So now the sidebar modules now match the styling of the blog posts. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll be creating the About Us page.